And 3, 2, 1, action. Hey, everybody. How's it going? How's it going? How's everybody doing? How's it going? Okay, y'all, I tried something new today because that's the only way I know how to learn is to just jump all in. And I was sitting here, which I should never, I really wasn't sitting here doing nothing. I was doing a lot of things. And I was like, hey, I forget, I can go live on Facebook. Let's give it a go. So I'm on Facebook. Also, allegedly, I don't really know. We'll find out if I get to stay on Facebook. I don't really know the rules. So I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. I'm seeing y'all's comments go by. I Oh my gosh, I'm excited. The past 2 days have not been the past 3 days have not been really great, as y'all know. And so that's what I love about this community is that you guys just y'all know, and y'all are y'all are not forgiving. Well, that too, but y'all are very understanding, and I really do appreciate every one of you. Hey, my bonus son, how you doing? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go say hi. Hey, Sand. Hey, Gloria. And Rombo. Sis I. Gloria for, oh, I already said that. See, I'll say them again and again. Stephanie B. K-Tech. Jennifer Diane. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Kathy. You didn't know anything was going on. I was just like, hey, here I am. But you're used to it. So I know that you're gonna roll with the punches too. You're that kind of chick. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you to my moderators for being here. I never did realize how important your job is. And I just want to thank you because it is a big job. It's a big job and it's a big responsibility. So I really do appreciate that. Sending hugs back to you, Miss Terry. Oh, I agree with you on that one. I agree. Hey, Tina Reddington, how you doing? If mine do go off, I don't get them. So, yeah, that's my fault. Um, hey, KJ, I need a hot fudge sundae too. On what is it, a Tuesday? I don't even know. Yeah, wait, I don't have a calendar. I have one on my phone. I don't feel like looking at it. Oh, it's the 12th. It don't tell me on my computer. I don't know. Whatever day it is, every day should be a hot fudge sundae. um, hey, Mr. Ron, how you doing? I still have to read your email. It's been on my mind, along with everything else. But I know you understand. Um, uh, Jennifer Diane, of course. Did you ever I'm on Discord. Well, I signed back into Discord. And so I waved, I think, at you. I'm not sure. That was the other day, though. So, hey, Miley May, how you doing? We have a thunderstorm rolling in, so I might turn powder white. Whatever. I'll come back eventually. Yeah, I'm so glad y'all are here. Thank you for being here. You know, I share them with y'all. I mean, that's how I look at this. Like they're ours. That's our uncle. That's our nephew. That's our cousin, step cousin, technically, but my cousin, even though she was my kid's age, it's and I wasn't close to her. Um, I saw her when she was itty bitty, though. And she was just so cute. Um, I just wouldn't get on a plane. Wouldn't do it. But I do remember Colby. I remember Colby, but I don't know if it's because my son Zach and all the Zachs except for Zach Cox. I mean, I don't think yeah. Zach Cox was never around, it's different sides. But anyways, if you would have been, they would have all played together. That's what boys do. They play hard. Oh, thank you, Marilyn. Thank you. I'm growing. I'm going down. Going. You're going to be away for a week, Rombo. I don't think so. I got internet there. It might be 36 degrees. AC? A heater or an AC? You're my kind of people, though. Eric sent me a text message of the average highs for Boise. And I was like, I was thinking to myself, like, oh, yeah, that's perfect. I went to Rexburg in January of 2021, and it was 17 degrees, and I was like, I felt right at home. Oh, hey, Alpha Fem X-Teen or X-Tine. I don't know. I'm very literal. I just want to get it right. Jake as mom. Oh, that scares me every time. Hey, Trisha. Hey, Leland. I saw you going that way, but now I'm going back this way. Uh-oh, they reset for me. I love when that happens. Hey, Donna. Hey, Karen. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, it's just Robbie. Hey, Leanne. It is. It is a great way to celebrate. I do believe. I'll let her know, Robbie. I sure will. Oh, gosh. Yeah, we've been having quite a. Of course, I don't watch the dang Weather Channel either, so there's that. Again, 2020, we had a Category 5 coming straight at us, and it was a day out, literally. And I was like, Mom called. She was like, "You're evacuating," and I was like, "Am I?" In fact, I was evacuating. So thank God. I know I'm missing some. Sweet Shannon. Oh, you have a pretty pic. Hey, Megan. Never lose hope. I like your name. I want to go visit Tennessee. 97, right? It's hot in here. Don't, Gigi, I know you're backstage and you're like singing. Hot in here. Hey, thank you, Fishface123ism. Thank you, as always. Thank you. I appreciate it. It is hot. Okay, I'm gonna start bringing in the cavalry. Let's see. I have to hide this though. Sorry, I hate that because I appreciate it. It really is nice. Thank you. It's nice, but let's see. I'm gonna bring Gigi in. Oh my goodness. Okay, the whole cavalry, the whole fam family's here. All right, ready? And one. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm little big.
I'm your mini me.
Wait, you're supposed to be like, give me a break for a second.
Oh, this is fine. How are you, girl?
Comme ci, comme ça.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Much better
Ooh,
today. How about you? Do you do your
yeah.
makeup in this thing too?
Dude, I tell you, you get on camera and it's like, I did not
Ooh,
blend that eyeshadow one bit.
yeah.
I'm
I'm like, where's your brows, girl? Go get
channeling
them.
my inner Tammy Faye. Yeah.
Hey, she was very animated, by the way.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying, hey, hey,
Oh, hey,
Carrie.
everybody. Hey, Kathy, Trisha, all y'all. All y'all. That means everybody.
Girl, you turning my Siri on and everything. What the heck?
Did I turn your Siri on?
Wait. Oh, I hate it because all three of my phones are like, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
Well,
like, shh.
it's funny because my daughter's name is Sarah. So I'll say, hey, Sarah. And then, like, every Apple product in my house is like, yes.
That's
And the
so
only one
funny.
that doesn't answer is Sarah.
Right?
Yeah.
Huh? I didn't hear you. How you
Someone
doing?
coming in. I'm good. I thought about you guys a lot yesterday. Anniversaries are hard. Yesterday was my aunt's birthday, so it was the first birthday without her, and so
Oh,
I told It's comparing apples to oranges
No,
with
it's not. It's not. It's not. A loss is a
yeah.
loss. Is a loss. Is a loss. I don't.
Yeah, it's been tough, and you just kinda
Mhm.
get by and get through
That's
however you
it.
can, and some days are great, and some days are not so great, and
It is what it is. Just like it's
yeah,
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
it
Just
is. You gotta
go.
feel
I
it.
mean, you're gonna get through it. You got to get through it to get to it. That used to be my little quote on Facebook at the
No,
top of
it's
the
true.
page. And
Yeah,
you do. There's no going around it. You don't go. You just you got to plow right through it.
you do, and
Some days
especially,
are easier.
having 3 kids that depend on you, and now I got all these
Yeah,
kittens and
yeah.
dogs, it's
No.
like I can't take
It's
time
like,
off, but
when did they start, doing it on their own? I'm like, y'all need to eat 3 times a day. I'm
I
joking.
know, right? Dude, I'm telling you, I'm about to buy me a cow with, these grocery prices. I'm gonna have one in my backyard. You wait.
We need to.
In
I'm
a
all about it.
residential
Girl, I'll have some chickens
neighborhood.
and
I'm gonna have,
everything.
like, cows
We
and
got the
pigs.
woodcocks.
Man, especially having a teenage son.
Thank you. Thank you. And
Jeez.
my 6-year-old bonus son, y'all, and he matches all of us. And I'm like, you have a tapeworm, dude. Straight up.
I know.
And I'm tired of feeding
I
it.
know. I know
Yeah.
how that
Can you
goes.
go
But
get its
yes.
mama?
So yeah, yes, yesterday for both of us for different people was tough, but here we are today alive and well, and we made
Yes.
it through.
Mhm.
And
We're gonna keep
yeah,
going.
so it's weird because when you cover these cases, and we're doing this big mega series now where we're starting from day
I love it.
one of like
I love it.
birth, and we're pulling it all together in a timeline. You feel like you get to know people. And I really do feel like Charles was one of those guys because just
Mhm.
last night I watched the
You
body
could be
cam
my
footage.
aunt.
I said, Charles is a
Y'all can meet
hottie.
my Aunt Gigi.
Yeah, there you go. That would
She
have been a
won't
nice
red
world.
room anybody. We'll
But,
keep you. That's
it,
not
it
setting the bar very high. I
right.
know.
But you know what? So I watched that body cam footage again last night, and it's enraging on a million levels just because, it's kind of discarded. But you
Right.
also just see the kindness that Charles really just had, even after these
Demeanor.
cops
Yeah.
almost mocked him to me. I mean,
He corrected him. He
he gives
corrected him.
them like the most gentle handshake, very
Mhm.
gracious. And, you just feel like you know what kind of person Charles was.
Yeah. I love being cut. I love saying that I'm cut from the same cloth. I can
Yeah,
only aspire, and try
right.
to.
Of course.
That's what I try to do every day. I'm like, okay, I don't want to shame the name
Yeah.
anymore on this side,
No.
on the real side. Um, she done pimped out my whole my whole genealogy. I'm still tripping. I don't think I'm ever going to stop tripping about that. I
Yeah,
feel violated, and
right.
it's wrong. I totally, y'all. This is the one thing that I can relate with Julie Rowe on. Now I know what she means by soul trafficking. I'm like, oh, that's what it is. Lori done soul traffic my family. All
Yeah,
turned some into
infiltrated.
angels. Dang.
Yeah.
What's she gonna
She
do? Try
came
and
in
utilize them
stealth.
later? No.
Yeah.
So
You can't blame Charles. He was a good guy. She put on a good
he's
front,
a
obviously,
human.
for a lot of years.
Right. We're all
Pe
human.
People get
I don't
fooled.
pretend I don't sit there and put him in that light. I'm not like, oh, he was just perfect. No, he was
No.
human and
Right.
he flawed just like the rest of us. And so who am I to judge? Nobody.
Nope. We're
God.
all human. Lord
Yeah.
knows. Let's just say I'm glad we didn't have all the social media when I was in high school.
Thank you. Right. But I also look at it like, and thank you. I didn't have it because I wouldn't have went outside. I wouldn't have, been as, I was a lot like JJ in this sense, and I still am. I would go outside. I didn't know how to hold a hammer, or nor did I have the strength or the hand because I still have little baby hands. But still, I would go outside and find nails, and I would just tap, tap, tap. I mean, wouldn't even get it into a board. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know. I just like to do stuff and mechanical like that. And weird.
Yeah.
I thought so then until I saw him, through this entire thing. And I'm just like, wow, 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 wow. Just like I
Yeah.
see my brother and my Uncle Charles. I see him well, Jason showed me a picture today of Uncle Charles. Um, he was on. I think he's on 50 Shades of. I forget. Cray. I don't even know what it is. 50 Shades of Lori Vallow.
Yeah, right.
Daybell. And there was a picture, and he hadn't seen it, but I remember seeing it at the memorial we had for him in August of 2019. I was like, invite Lori, invite her. She was like, my mom was like, I am not inviting her. And I was like, she ain't gonna come.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, girl. She didn't. And so I'm glad. I don't know if that had even entered my mom's mind at that point,
Right.
But
It
then
seems like your mom was onto it really early, though, going through all these documents. I mean, she
she's a
knew.
stickler, y'all.
Yeah, she
I
knew.
didn't even try to sneak out. Now I've done sneaky stuff, but I never got away with it. Let's just say that. I usually tell on myself, though. I'm like, no,
Oh, I'm the same way. Yeah,
I didn't
I
do
give myself
nothing.
away all the time.
Nothing to see here.
Right.
Look at Todd. I'd go shift it to my brother. She's still like that too. I'm like, oh, okay. But I don't know. I just really love. I mean, do you find that a lot of things are like clicking? Do things click together for you, and you're like, oh, oh, oh?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, because I'm gonna tell you, Crusha, with this mega series, you think you know it all, and then you just forget a lot of things because there's
yeah.
in this case, you've had all these document dumps that are thousands of pages,
Oh my
and
god.
then you have all of these police interviews that we can go watch. And so
Yeah.
just putting it back into chronological order from
Yeah.
before Joe Ryan all the
Mhm.
way up to where we are today,
Mhm.
it blows your mind all over again to read just the progression of her life and the choices
Well,
that she made. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those things. I was just recently at the beach and was talking to a friend of ours who didn't know anything about the case.
don't you love those? I'm like, come on, at least. I mean, do a quick Google. I've got. I
Right.
can't.
No, dude,
I
I had
can't.
to pull up a family tree with pictures and names to say, okay, so she was married to this guy. He was found dead in his bed, you
Mhm.
know, but
Yeah.
when you see it laid out and just doing all this research again at
Mhm.
one time, I mean, it's been 12, 14 hours a day for weeks getting this
Yeah.
ready. I've
Does
got
your butt
900
hurt? Because
pages.
mine does. The other day
Yeah.
I was on there with Kathy, and I was
It
like,
blows
"Oh
my mind
god, I
every
gotta
time.
stand up or something."
Right. And I think the biggest thing that blows my mind, honestly, about all of it is how many times she totally slid past.
Still trying.
I mean, just, starting back in the Joe Ryan days. And then you see when she's getting
Mhm.
interviewed after Charles takes her purse and they're
Even after Colby's dad,
right.
LaGoya, William LaGoya.
I can't find much on those
I know.
relationships.
I wanna find Nelson. Nelson?
You're right,
Poor
right.
thing,
We
he's
need to
doing
talk to
really good
Nelson.
at just being gone.
But you see in that police interview where her and Tylee and Melanie, I'm sorry, something just totally flew in my eyes making its home there.
Girl, you are
Um,
a walking. Yeah,
but
me too.
but when you have Tylee and Melanie Gibb and Lori in the police station, you see how she kind of charms her way, and the guy's like, you seem fine to me. And she's like, well, I'm just most worried about getting my lip gloss out of
Who
my
the
purse.
hell is he to say?
Right.
Who the
Exactly.
hell is he to say? I gotta
Right.
sit here and say, y'all, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. Not giving any professional advice here. Just winging it like everything else in life. Do your own research. I'm not here to fix you. I can't fix my
Right.
damn self. But I mean, it's just like that's got to be accountability.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I mean, I haven't even looked into it because I'm like, okay, well, it's more for my aunts and my uncles and my cousins to look into. Is it my place? I don't even know. I
If you
have
feel
no
like it
idea.
is, if it's something you want to do, then of
Girl, I was
course it's your
born
place.
ready to
But it's
fight.
not a requirement. But
Yeah.
you even at this point have the officer telling her how to avoid being picked up.
Yep.
So it's like, where she's at now, this is the first time that she is going to be accountable for her
Mhm.
actions,
Mhm.
whether she likes it or not. And that's going to be,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a big shock to her system because we've seen it over and over and over again.
Yeah. She's clicking those flip flops together. Hopefully they match. They might be one size 8 and one size 7. I don't know.
Depends on if anybody's shooting her some commissary money,
You know what I'm saying? I even thought about it too. I'm like, I wonder if I send her some comments like $5. No, I would never do it.
No.
I couldn't. But I'd just be like, that's from Uncle Charles.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no.
But he got
It's
the
these
last
little
laugh.
things I play out in my mind, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but he was a smart man because he knew what was up and he knew his life was in danger. And when he changed that beneficiary to your mom,
Had
that
she
was
gotten it?
that was like the final middle finger from the grave in my mind
Oh
because
God, yeah.
he knew. He was so smart. Like
Yeah.
to sit and watch those videos, everything
I
he
mean,
said was right.
yeah. And the one that's pointing the fingers is usually the one that is guilty. And I've been putting this video together. It's a compilation. We'll call it a cult compilation loosely. And it's just going to be just here and there, here and there. It's going to be long. Lord, it's going to be its own documentary by the time I'm finished. And I'll never be finished, so that's just it. But I mean, just for now, like KJ and the Ray, she's doing shame this month. And so usually I've been thinking about inside, where I felt shameful and stuff like this. And I want to apply it and show where I'm not. I'm going to look at it through my lens. Y'all can look at it through your lens or whatever. And I'm going to apply it where they were like, hey, freak flag flying, hey, we're all kinds of crazy over here. They were doing all these outlandish things. I'm going to shine the light right on them, because that's where it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the shame is. That's where it should be.
Yep.
Although we don't see it there.
Yeah.
But that's something we'll never get.
Oh, yeah. Can I just say I love KJ and the Ray?
Right. She's real. She's real.
It cracks me up.
A lot of us here, you and Fruit Loop, y'all are great. Eric and the Danielle mom. I just looked at the name backstage.
Eric is a boss.
Right?
I love Eric.
Oh, it's great. I'm so glad. I have amazing, I call y'all God's army. And
it's a community, it's a joint effort.
These are this is what I do when I'm researching the cult and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Look, that's what I
used to do.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Well,
I sign my kids' school stuff and they're like, Mom.
Other than that, I'm doing all this. I mean, there's notebooks and papers and my printer's broke. Thank God. It's like it broke. I done broke 3. So I really just think I need to take a look at it. Jason, he's mechanically inclined, but I think he broke all 3 printers.
Yeah, no, I like I said, when I sign my kids like schoolwork, they're like, Mom, they're gonna think you're drunk.
Like, why don't tell them to call me? Right? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Eric on.
Yeah, also, bring Eric on. Then I gotta run because we gotta do our episode here soon.
Chasing her out, yeah. Thank you for coming though, and tell
I just hi and give my respects to you and your folks and Charles and JJ, everybody. They're always not far, and I always represent these bad boys. And
thank you.
It's really cool.
I've got some more on order.
It's cool because people ask me about it, and then I'm able to.
And I'm like, wait, hold on.
And I'm like, wait, you got 30 minutes because I'll give you like the basics of this.
Yeah, I have like this many left. I mean, and that's fine, but I'm like, okay. And I mean, I haven't. Anyways.
Well, thank you for inviting me on. It's always just great to talk to you. We'll get together. You guys can come see me at the beach soon, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. They're beautiful pics, and just to be somewhere that's not in this here.
Right. Yeah.
Would be great.
Just a little breather,
I can't even believe I'm saying that. So there you go. That's one step forward.
That's it. Always in our prayers. And if you guys need anything, where to find me. So
same.
Day or night, 3 or 4 a.m. Text me up. You might not get a response till like 8, but
it's okay. Same.
All right. We'll see you later.
All right. Bye, girl. Oh my goodness. That was good, huh? That was good. Okay, now I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Hey.
Hey.
I gotta show you something, but I'm clear upstairs, so.
And
gonna...
you're using your icon, your thingy.
Yeah, because I'll come home for a second, but because I
Not
gotta
so.
show you something.
You're so veiled.
Yes, I'm veiled.
Yeah.
Can you move, buddy? Hold on one second.
I can slowly.
Ow!
Whoa, girl, you always
I know
making
I'm veiled.
entrance.
Okay, I'm gonna try and show you.
It's good to see you. Oh, mine's right there.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, my mouth just did a weird thing. Wow. I mean, that's still one of the most amazing gifts ever. Y'all was not expecting it. And I know that my brother, what I didn't expect for sure is for, it was cool to get one of my own. But then Jen sent, my mom one, my mom and Larry one, and she sent my brother one, and she did have one for Mandy as well. But I didn't really know how to get a hold of Mandy. But that's okay because she's holding him. That's how I look at it. But when you scan it, it goes back to the video of Uncle Charles videoing JJ. And the video is real dark, but you got to do your best. And he says, ABC, I might play it. Jen, you might have to go hide or put it on mute or something.
I will. I cry every time.
Yeah. Hey, Eric.
I cried when I saw your brother open it. That was really humbling.
Yeah. I mean, I did make a small little video. I never did add me and Jason's reaction to it because that was the whole point of us meeting on StreamYard for Christmas. And I have a whole StreamYard video, and I never did add me and Jason to it. And so it was just kind of a work in progress. So I just threw it up onto YouTube, but I privated it and I shared it with Jen so that she could at least see where I'd gotten. And GiGi had actually sent me that song, the pink one, when she's singing with her daughter, Color Me in Sunshine or whatever. I forget the name of it. And it just, I don't know. It's just me and I throw stuff together. That's back when I got my new phone. So, but yeah, I want to show real quick. Eric, come say hi. And I'm going to go and wrangle this video.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
hey, miss you, dude.
How are you?
I'm okay. Way better than yesterday and way better than the day before. Yeah.
Awesome.
How are you?
I'm chilling like a villain.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
Waiting on an update.
Yeah. Y'all, he hit me. He didn't, but the court did. And he's like, don't shoot the messenger. Let me pull this video up real quick so I can show it. If you want to tell him what that is, or, at least what the message said, I'll be able to look this up before I'll have it almost pulled up. I just didn't get quite there. So I'm not looking at the chat or anything. I'm looking at my videos. Oh, my early ones, y'all, they were good. God, I need to go back and redo them. But it just shows the growth. There's pain in the process, and a lot of y'all have endured the pain, and I can't thank you enough. It's a labor of love, I tell you. Let's see. There it is. It's very dark, though. Not in that sense. Cheese and rice. God, they can't have everything thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me go and share my screen. Oh, the thunder. The thunder. Julie must be doing something, and I even thought about doing a cult compilation of weather talk and just them shooting the crap about the weather.
Oh, there's plenty of it.
I know. I'm like, y'all better stop. How you gonna talk to Zalema about the dang weather?
Yep. Whoa. I found even more stuff I need to share with you on that too.
Oh gosh. Oh, they just keep it coming. It's going to take a good 10 years.
Yes.
I hope I hope I'm not under. I'm like, good God. They're so extra, so lanyap where I come from. Yeah. Okay. Let me stop talking and start sharing. Let me see. Share. It's not that video, Jen, but it's the original. This one right here, I think. We'll see. It'll tell me. Oh, YouTube Studio. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I don't hardly do anything back here from my computer, so.
Okay,
Can y'all see it? Or do I need to hide it? Or can y'all hide us?
No,
I can
it's
see
fine.
it.
I can see
Okay.
it.
Just making sure. It's mainly just hearing, really. But like to hear it? Here it goes. Uh-oh. A lie. I just thought I was making it bigger and I was not.
A, B, C. Say your ABC, JJ. Say your ABCs. A, B, C, D.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, J, K, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. No, I, O,
What the heck?
ABCs, Max, Riches,
Yeah! Say hi, Mama. Hi, Papa. Say hi, Mama. Hi, Papa. Say hi, Mama.
Nope.
Hi, Papa. Yes!
So that is how Jen showed me that it's a one way that I get to look at them all the time, and I'll never forget their voice. So I'm fighting it right now. I'm just like, no. Sometimes I can look at these things and I'm just filled with joy and love and everything else. And then sometimes I'm ugly crying, playing a banjo somewhere, making someone else cry. It's like deliverance banjo, but
I remember
anyways,
watching that.
I still
It was
don't understand
disturbing.
it as a kid, right?
It's disturbing. I'll tell you a joke about it off camera because it's
You gonna make me
not
squeal like a
appropriate.
pig?
Huh?
You gonna make me
No.
squeal like a pig?
Okay, so we were camping.
Oh,
we were
God.
camping once, and my brother. We were on a hike, and I can't remember, but my dad was like talking to my brother. He's like, "Well, go down there, like by the river or whatever." And there were some people like across the river, and my brother was like, "No, they're gonna make me squeal like a pig." I was like, "Oh gosh, yeah." So
Yeah, what childhood movie have y'all watched? And like, I'm asking everybody in chat, just throw it in the comments. If there's this one movie that just sticks out, that just, I don't know. I really don't. That's not one that really gets me. But Poltergeist used to scare the crap out of me. I'm like, oh, my Aunt Susan, y'all. She's the second Vallow. She was she's a little bit older than my Uncle Charles. And anyways, she didn't have a daughter. She has my cousin Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan, if you're ever going to watch my podcast. If y'all ever going to watch my podcast. Lord, y'all. Anyways, they're like, where's your little web link? I'm like, good God. Never mind. But she would get me to sit in front of the TV and she was just joking, I'm sure, I hope. But this is the kind of childhood I lived in. That's just from one aunt, just one time that I remember that just stuck with me. And she would get me to say, Carol Ann, or they're here. That's what she'd get me to say. And I was like, I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's horrible.
that's funny. I don't even know if we saw Deliverance. I think that was just like a line that people would talk about.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
Oh, really? You need to go watch it. I mean, I do too, because I don't remember it from an adult context. I remember, and I mean, there were these, I know, I'll just have to say, it was at my uncle's or something where I saw it, my other uncle. um, but I just, when you're a kid, you're there, think you're in bed, but you're not, because, me, I'm a night owl. And I don't know, I remember seeing, maybe it was a videotape case. Yeah, videotape. And it was Faces of Death, or I forget what it was, but I was just like, oh. Now I've not even seen that around. I never could watch scary movies or scary things. Mm-mm. Now I'm
I
like,
wasn't
look at-
allowed. I wasn't
Huh?
allowed to.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
You don't watch R-rated movies.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not bad standards to live to, by the way.
I
mean,
remember
quite a few Disney movies with a lot of references, and I'm like, oh.
and that's true. I remember in high school we had a PG-13 movie, and I had a couple friends that were like, we have to go home because they couldn't even watch PG-13, and they were like 17.
Oh.
That's Utah.
Wow. My friend's mom, Casey, my friend Casey, her mom, Miss Ruby, she would walk around with a pitcher and she'd say, give me y'all's keys. We, 17 years old, we were like, okay, if we were going to do it, we were at least going to, if we were going to drink, we were at least going to drink and not go nowhere, not go anywhere. I mean, I know, but it's still better than getting on the roads or doing it, I don't know. I was just there. I was a kid. But anyways, it's different how different we can grow up even, and it was a different time and generations before that and
Cultures.
right.
Totally different culture.
Weird.
I think I had a coach. I can't even believe this. I had a coach that bought my best friend. No, she wasn't. That bought my best friend. And a couple wine coolers. And I remember I took a sip and I was like, this is horrible. And then the next time I drank wasn't until my bachelorette party when I was getting married to my ex-husband. I think I was like 19.
You're like, you're going to be my next ex.
Yeah. But that's why people in Utah look so young, I guess, because we don't have a lot of drinking. We just do a lot of pharmaceuticals. That's really the issue.
When Mom and I went, to Rexburg or whatever, she'll have wine or whatever. And I will, if I feel like it, like I used to. Yeah. All the time. Not just wine, but yeah, we'll just go with wine. But adult beverages, a little too much, I had a little too much fun. And so I've had enough fun for all the lifetimes. Okay. And so it's okay to just, be like that. But I remember we stayed in Salt Lake City on our way back, I think. And yeah. And we had to go to some Utah State liquor stores or something.
Oh, yeah. The state owns all the liquor stores.
Yeah. And that was really different, which, it kind of reminded me of living in Houston, Texas. Yeah. Like you have to go and you're like, hurry up. It's 8:55, and yeah, it's different. Over here, we have drive-through daiquiri shacks. They literally take the styrofoam cup, they put the plastic lid, and they take masking tape, not even green or blue, just regular old masking tape, and they put it over the top, and it's not a open container. That's it.
Wow.
You get sauced. Sauced.
They did let that happen during the pandemic when everything was shut down. The legislature did approve that, and I was shocked. But all of our restaurants were dying downtown. But yeah, like if you go to a restaurant in Utah, you can't have two drinks at the same time. So if you get a cocktail, you have to finish that cocktail and hand it to the server before you can get another one. Like, you can't even have the glass on the table. You can't have 2 glasses on the table.
Oh, wow.
And they used to have something called a Zion curtain, which,
That sounds like
which is a
Frank
veil.
Frank.
It's basically a veil that they put all over that alcohol in restaurants, because I guess they figured that if you saw alcohol, you would automatically want to drink it.
Wow. Okay, so like the temptation. I get it. I mean, it's like they used to have cigarette, the Marlboro Man, and everybody's smoking, and everybody, doctors, everybody, and their mamas while they were pregnant.
Everybody.
Not here.
I like your puppy. Oh, well, allegedly you weren't there. I'm joking. I mean, but they didn't know what. I mean, I remember jumping up in the middle of my dad's the seat. It was a bench seat, and I would jump up and down in the middle of it, and I was just like, woo! No seatbelts,
Oh,
like
yeah.
it was just the whole arm thing. That's when you knew they cared about you, is when the arm went out.
Yeah.
Oh, they love me.
We used to drive.
How young were you when you first drove a car?
Me?
Well, both.
I got my license when I was 15.
No, I mean just driving under that, or did you?
12.
If you're talking legally, it was 16, of course.
It was about.
If you're
12.
talking like when I was 12 or 13, and my mom was going a little crazy, and I stole her car for a couple hours.
Oh my God, I never did that. You bad, horrible kid. You.
She was having like a manic episode, so I was like, "We're out of here, guys."
Right.
So she wasn't even paying
We'll
attention.
see you later, Mom. Catch you on the flip side.
Yeah. Me and my 2 brothers. We lived by a football field, and me and my 2 brothers, we hijacked my dad's car one day, and we was over on the football field doing donuts and whatnot.
Oh, I love donuts.
I was like 10, I don't know, 10, 11.
Y'all crazy. But we were too. I was just a girl, and I was the oldest girl. So like my older cousins, my boy cousins, they would do that whole this thing, and they'd be like, call me uncle, call me, or call me God, or whatever. You call them, you're like, yes, sir. Let go of my damn pinky, bro.
That hurt so bad, man.
Jason, it did, and they were some jerks, man. They still are. I'm like, dude, don't even pull that hair right there or there. No, running. I swear, thank God they live out of town and stuff. I have a bunch of cousins. Hey, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Yeah, that's something I did, Bjorn. I always flat tires because I would go jump the railroad tracks and stuff. And it was a standard. My dad did teach me. He was like, you're going to learn on a standard. And I was like, oh, no. But I was like, okay, but I'm ready to go. So it was a Geo Metro. It wasn't, it was just a weekend get around, whatever. It was an extra car for him. And like, he would just like loan it to me on the weekends, basically, like just enough to be like, okay, don't kill yourself. Don't hurt yourself. And it was a Geo Metro, and it was like $6 to fill that sucker up. And he would leave the change on the floor, I'd be like, okay. And we would cruise up and down Ryan Street is what we did. I don't know how many times. Round and round we go. Still doing the same thing, just not on Ryan Street. But anyways, oh man.
I seen Jen sent me a picture of her youngins in the pool today, and I messaged back and I said, to be that young again, man, it would just be
in the pool.
awesome to have a do-over,
Oh, I know, right? We do take I take it for granted. I take it for granted still because I'm still young.
That's back when he was like 8 or 9. Now he's
oh wow, yeah, he's a man.
He's 16, swearing out his game. Guess he gets that from his mom.
Oh, I get it.
No,
I can't believe we have one Facebook person here. So hi. I know I've seen but I'm getting used to this. This is my first time doing Facebook, so
Oh,
I've
yeah,
had the
Facebook?
option the whole time.
Wow.
Oh, this
And
is on Facebook.
Look
yeah,
at
I told
you.
both of y'all this when I was back here going, and Eric's like, "Can you email?" No, it's hard.
Is that why I can't see the chat?
No, you can.
It looked different. That's okay.
We see up here, I guess, where it shows how many.
Well, I'm
You
on
know?
my phone, so I can't
Oh,
see
yeah.
any of that. It looks different than when I
I can't
normally
see
like
it.
on my
Yeah,
desk, my
you
laptop.
see shattered silence comment right there. I
Who?
can't shattered silence. I can't highlight it. Yeah,
Hmm.
I was full on 100% weekend mode this morning, and I thought it was Sunday until about 1 o'clock this afternoon.
I have
I
days like
was I was absolutely just mind blown because I got a doc from Texas, and I even messaged Stephanie, and I said it's weird to get a document on a Sunday. That's how I was all in on it being Sunday,
right.
and then I
And
got
so
a doc.
today is Tuesday, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so it is a see you next Tuesday. I'm a see you next Tuesday type of chick.
and Joe told me from Shattered Silence. She said, "Dude, it's Tuesday," and I thought she was kidding, and then
Oh
it went
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Wow.
That's what I gotta be doing too. I have to, and I saw Tina Reddington say, I think she said a 49 Studebaker. Yeah, that's really cool. Old cars and stuff like that. That's really neat. I think my dad had one. It was 3 on the tree. Now that one I never did learn how to. Never did. That was his truck. No, I wasn't the right. That wasn't. It just I wasn't old enough yet, and then by the time I did, I was over it. I guess I don't know, but he used to drive dump trucks and stuff, and he had my name airbrushed on the bigger one because I was older. And then Todd, he had him on the little 7.5 yard, the 7.5 yarder, whatever it's called. I don't know. My brother used to sit in the steering wheel and just be like, not while I was going. And I used to beg my dad and my mom. I was like, can we please put a tarp in the back of the dump truck and just fill it up with water? There's your pool, bro. I'm telling you, that's how I've always thought. Stuff like that. I'm just like, you can have fun all the time. So I played in the ditch instead.
Hey, Crusher,
Yeah.
I want to let you know I'm about to get a phone call about those 2 docs that dropped in the portal, and I'm going to mute myself when he calls. Okay.
Okay. That is fine. Thank you.
And
I did.
hopefully we'll
I
have some.
was wondering if you would go ahead and while I pull up, I want to read their comments that I asked them to leave on KJ's community tab. So, and a few on my phone. So, if you'll just kind of tell everybody what you got, and we may not be able to explain it right now, but
Oh, I can. You mean from
yeah, what you
from
sent me
Alex on
to
Twitter?
my lap.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
your turn.
Yeah, it says, "Hey Eric, if you speak with Crusher today, this was yesterday.
Oh,
If
I
you,
was talking about the court thing, but yeah, go ahead.
oh no, I don't have those.
Oh,
They're being
okay.
real.
I mean this. Hold on, I'll go get it. Silly. The screenshot you sent me.
Oh,
Okay. Oh crap.
okay. It's
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, I gotta mute myself. The sirens are going off. Hold on.
well, I'll go ahead and tell you what's in the portal. There was a motion filed. There was 2 motions filed today. One of them is to incorporate federal and state constitutional grounds in support of future motions and objections, and another one that says to remand to grand jury for further proceedings. I don't have the docs yet. I don't know if they're sealed. Um, been blowing people up since about 2 o'clock, but nothing was sent, but somebody else is going to call me and give me a little bit of a gist of what's going on. It's not bad, is what I was told. I hate saying that because that's what Lori said. Okay, I'll be right back, y'all. Jenny, you got it.
Yes. I got nothing.
Hello.
Yo,
Eric, you're on. You're not muted. Oh, I think he's muted now. So anyway, well, okay. So Eric's gone. Crescia, there's Sirens, which I'm assuming is a thing in the South. And she's not back. And so you are unlucky enough to get me. So since this is about Charles, I was just going to say what I have talked to Crescia about a lot over the last year, which I cannot believe it's been a year. Oh, good, you're back.
Ooh, y'all, big girl can run and do some Tetris stuff. Oh my God, sorry.
What are those for?
I don't know, but they need to tell people with PTSD when they change sirens sounds. That was the weirdest thing ever. We got a bad storm rolling through right now, and it looks weird. Weird.
Is that what they give you alarms?
I mean, I don't know, girl. I live by a plant. I live by all the refineries right here.
Yeah, you live in Cancer Alley.
Yeah, so oh my God, y'all, I'm sorry. But that was the weirdest thing. So, I mean, and Jason couldn't hear me. I was like, Jason! And I knew y'all saw me. And oh my God. So I didn't know if I never heard a tornado siren because we don't have really we do, I guess, in hurricanes. And I'm usually not here, And then it took forever for them to test the sirens every week. They usually do it Wednesday, midday, or Mondays, midday. I don't even know. But for a while after the hurricanes and stuff, we didn't hear them for a long time. I'm like, when are they going to get the, sirens back up and test them every week? And then that was like, ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. So it was weird. It was not here. It was not registering. I was like, something's wrong. And so when Jason finally, met me at the door and, I'm just like, hey, and I could hear y'all through his phone. And, cause I mean, he used to work in the refinery. So, I mean, he's like, oh babe, that's just whatever. Plus he's my rock. So, anyways, didn't know if it was a tornado, didn't know if it was a plant, didn't know it was a car. Whatever. But they need to tell people when they get new sirens sounds.
Yeah.
Just saying.
We don't have those here because we only had one tornado and and there was a thing. So it was like barely, it was like an F0. Like it was barely. So, and it was actually the day I was going to get my marriage license with my first husband. So I should have known. We were like driving to get it. And I'm like, why is there hill everywhere? Like the sky is green. Like we had no idea that we were in a tornado. But like there was this whole thing going around and like people always try and make these things so spiritual. And they're like, it was right by the temple. It touched down and then it turned around and then it went and destroyed the gay bar.
I would find my inner dilemma also in the moment. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd be like, Mother Earth,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was funny.
or whatever the hell they do. I don't even know. Bippity boppity boo. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But yeah, and I used to be terrified of thunderstorms and things like that when I was a kid because I saw lightning strike a house right, like me and my dad, my other little brother. He's the same age as Todd, but anyways, my dad, my mom, different. And he would, like he was little and I was like 10. So my brother was like 2. And the lightning struck the house across the street. And I was like, like I freaked out and we had to stay in the vehicle because I would not get out.
I had a house struck by lightning. Yeah, I wasn't there. I was in Denver visiting a friend. My ex-husband was there, and he said it was like he thought a bomb went off. He was like, it was so bright, like he was blinded. And we had a German Shepherd who was like sleeping under like the hallway, like where the hallway started, and the lightning came through the flue, and then it like went through all of like the metal. Like when you put the sheetrock up, you put those corners in. It came through there, like over her, like you could see the lightning strike. And he's like, she would not move from my side like the entire day because it like came in and actually kind of went around her in that. So it's probably how she went deaf. I never thought about that before.
Oh, Tina. Oh, that's really cool. I mean, I didn't have a spirit animal or not even a real life one, Oh, we didn't. My mom really wasn't a pet person. I had fish, and I liked it. I liked that, but I just didn't want to get close. I was like, no, I don't, no pets. And then I'm like, God dang it. Why do I have a cat now? Not now, but I have gone to an animal shelter. My daughter did the whole process, and she would get mad because Pumpkin would come and lay with me. And I'm just like, I don't even like animals, move.
I don't like hair.
I don't either.
Hair.
Or the cold nose. The cold, wet nose. I'm like,
oh, I've never let them kiss me on the face, like ever. Ellie tries to all the time, and I'm like, nope. And my daughter, the one that's in college, was like, she has a dog, and she was like, I could bring it over to your house and you could babysit. And I'm like, are we going to be shaving the dog? Because I'm not letting dog hair in my house. Like Ellie is, she doesn't shed because she's like a poodle thing.
Yeah.
Now she's barking. It's
you got
not
birds.
her, it's the bird.
You sound like that picture of Uncle Charles where he looks like freaking that era of oh my gosh, pet detective
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura. He's like I don't even know. Look, I pulled it up though. I mean, Eric, do I need to pull you up, Eric? I don't know.
I think you do.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
She's literally barking at the wall downstairs. Like I shut the blinds so she
There
couldn't
might be
see
something
outside.
on the other side of that wall. You don't know.
Well, she always stares at one wall. Ugh.
That's okay. You know how many? Well, everybody else's dogs are going off. See, everybody's alarms are going off now.
I don't understand her.
Let's see. Share. Let me share this. I Googled. Y'all used to. We could Google Vallow, and the only thing that would come up would be Cara Vallow that worked on. She does the show Family Guy, which Chad looks like. By the way, Cara Vallow, if you're related to me, I am really cool behind the scenes. And you drew a picture of my former aunt's new husband from the future. Oh my God. Because Chad looks like
the same chin.
Yep.
Oh, and now the bird. Ugh.
Is it a parrot? Like it copies what you say? Because that would suck.
Yes, it does. And it also swears at me. And
monkey see, monkey do. Or bird do.
Yeah, and totally. And then actually when you said like Ace Ventura, it's so true in this house, because the other day I was walking past the alewife and the bird was on her head. And she was just like, da. And then she went out in the back because the dog tries to get birds and it like half killed a bird. And so she was trying to like resuscitate it.
They pulled a Chad for Chad. And there's that stupid alarm again, y'all. But I know it's nothing. I told you I'll name that sound. I've named that sound. Once I name it, I'm good. I identify it and I'm like, okay, I can do this. Yeah, this was my Aunt Kim. I was in their wedding, and her and Uncle Charles, this thing. I mean, this lady here.
Oh,
Anyways, um, that I remember I had a bowl cut hair. I had the picture. I think I showed it on one live or another. Who knows? I don't know. I don't remember. That's for sure. But a bowl cut, and I was a flower girl. And I remember whenever Uncle Charles got married to Aunt Cheryl, I really loved Aunt Cheryl. I still do. And it's not a past tense thing. I don't really remember Kim. I do, but I don't. I just know that she come out, and we hadn't heard from her in years. And I mean, like a decade and some, 2 decades. And I was just like, good night. I think she has a book. I think she's a spiritual healer. Actually, let's go check this out. Kimberly, Aunt Kim. Fred, I can't even say her name. She's probably a nice lady. I really don't know. Oh, look, her and Martha Stewart. She's a celebrity hypnotherapist. So there you go. Nothing, no shade. I'm just saying. I remembered seeing that or hearing it or whatever, reading it somewhere, and I just never looked into it. Anyways. But then she didn't murder. So there you go.
yeah. 2 points for her.
Yeah. So, I don't know. And I do remember my Uncle Charles dating this one lady. Her name was Heather. She was so sweet. I remember her being just really down to earth, really laid back. I was young. It was before he met my Aunt Cheryl. And she was just real down to earth. Like, I don't know what happened there. I was little or, in my early teens or whatever. And so I was probably doing whatever I was doing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Going
okay.
through the night somewhere. Oh, man. I'm sorry for running out on y'all. You too, Eric. That was crazy. Was not expecting that. The thunder is dying down, though.
Here's the
That's what I was trying to get you to read the whole time. The screenshot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm scatterbrained, man. I got so much stuff going on. They just disbarred Alex Murdaugh officially a few minutes ago. But here's what's going on with the 2 documents or the 2.
This is what he sent me.
Yeah. The gist of it is Archibald is being a really good attorney and doing, what a good attorney would do. Yeah. He's doing his due diligence for the appeals, and there's a clarification of financial crimes. That's and the conspiracy. That's what he wants taken back to the grand jury to have them clarify it.
So it won't be another appeal, right? Or will it? I mean, he's trying to prevent appeals, or he's like, mm-mm.
No, he's making sure that she'll have appeals down the road, regardless if she, even if she pleads guilty. I mean, she could still win an appeal, I guess. But
hey, for her not being, this is a corny joke that's about to come out, so it's got to be from Uncle Charles. Oh my God, it runs in the family. But so Lori was never a pillhead, but now she's going to be a pillhead. If you get it, APPEAL. All right. That was dumb.
Wants to, here's better clarification. We want to incorporate federal and state constitutional grounds in support of future motions and objections to remand to the grand jury for future proceedings. Well, shoot, where is it at? Oh,
Trish said that Justin Lum came out with something, so I'm pulling that up right now. Y'all can probably see me, so I was sticking my tongue out. Put it back in. Was it on Facebook, Trish?
No, it's on Twitter. I can read it. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was just trying to.
The first motion. This is per J Lum. The first motion is a move to cast a wide net to cover federal, state, constitutional rights down the road. If convicted, Vallow's counsel will appeal, which is normal in such a serious case like this.
Right.
The second motion, Archibald refers to two specific charges against Vallow: conspiracy to commit murder and grand theft. He wants to ask the court clarify these charges and their connections. It's a move to potentially get the case thrown out / revised. Expect prosecutors to counter. Yeah, there's going to be a shitstorm of paper going back and forth now. Sorry for cussing. There's going to be a ton of paper and hearings going on about this that I'm sure they'll seal. But I don't know what the big deal is, why we couldn't get the docs today. But I promise you, we will get those docs tomorrow.
I'm gonna say you heard it here first, folks. No, just
Idaho. Yeah.
You definitely watched that. You watched that Portal, right?
Yeah.
You're the
I slept
Portal
with my elbow on it.
You're gatekeeper.
Yeah.
It's like a safety net in a lot of ways. More ways than you know.
When that first dropped in there today, I'm not kidding you. I was physically sick to my stomach. I was like, what in the hell has happened? Because when that says remand back to the grand jury for further proceedings, I was just like, oh my God, they're going to throw the indictment out. And
Yes,
start it all over again. I was sick.
Right. The first motion is a move to cast. Oh Lord, they're all about casting. Here we go. Here we go. Hold my beer. The first motion is a move to cast a wide net to cover federal / state constitutional rights down the road. If convicted, Vallow's counsel will appeal, which is normal in such a serious case like that. I'm sorry if I read it, then not retain it. Or I'll need to write it. One of the two. The second motion, Archibald refers to two specific charges against Vallow. Daybell. I'm joking. Conspiracy to commit murder and grand theft, right? She's thieving. A thieving woman.
Well, grand theft is Social Security, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bird.
It seems like is it fraud for him and grand theft for her, or both, or what is it? I don't even know. I don't remember.
I don't know, but you don't play with the feds. So that's what I thought too. I thought maybe it's because that's going to be federal, is anything with Social Security, I would imagine. But yeah, I think it's a good thing, because the last thing I want to see is an ineffective counsel appeal, because she's going to have like 30 like for the next several years. There's going to be, especially the death penalty. Mm-hmm. So there's going to be one after another.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with her having good lawyers. I really don't, because she's got two of the best in that state.
Yeah,
as far as death penalty lawyers. So, I mean, it's
just about being held accountable.
Yeah, I mean, we've got our work cut out for us.
No, she does. We just gotta. All we can control is how we react. Like me to that siren right there. That's exactly how I react. That's how I imagine Eric reacting. And then we play hot potato. We're like, no, you, it's yours. No, it's yours. Oh, literally. Can we please? Merch idea, y'all. I'll give you the spuds. We play hot potato. Literally, all about it. Good God. I play couch potato. Actually, it's not even a couch. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I need to get a better chair. I know. But I sit here and do this, and my feet don't touch the floor. So it's just the angle of the camera and the whatever for everything to align. Okay. It sucks, but so my feet just dangle. So I have a little stool and I miss it. I got stuck under my desk the other day when all my papers fell. That was fun. Yeah. It's fun.
Where
Fun
was Jason?
but-
He should have been filming that.
It was. Except you can feel me going, my hair was all like this and I was laughing at myself because it's hilarious. But, just to, I was like, really? But I know I don't throw those kind of words out. I know better. Hey, Trace on the case. I'm sorry, y'all. I've not been doing much of that, but we definitely want to touch on that. And then the whole alarm thing, that was Jen's fault.
What? It was. I didn't tell you this, but actually, I also have the eye of the Lord. Only it's much more colorful, like rainbow and stuff like that.
Glitter.
But yeah, I was just doing that to mess with you.
Drop the mic, girl.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, that was
But
good improv.
Yeah. But I'm
I need
gonna,
a, but I do sit on a throne, Kathy. I sit on a throne. Not. But still, hey, Ping. He said, laugh out loud, blame Jen. Right?
Ah, Ping.
I'm used to it. It's just like I'm at home with my family.
I didn't mean to throw Kathy out of the way, but I didn't do that. Eric did it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna still
you
be
ain't.
listening and everything,
you're
but
not. No.
Yeah, you're
No.
not. Yeah, you're not.
okay. Well, then
Everybody
I won't.
got to do a piece of her homework.
I won't, and then you can all do this cost benefit analysis on regulatory action.
Semester. Just another semester won't kill you. I'm like,
I got 2.
oh, geez, you've been having 2 since I met you a year ago.
Well, because what had happened was
this.
I originally was just going to get the 1 master's, and then it actually, the dual program, I decided to go ahead and add the master of public health. So I added a year, but then at the end of next year, then I'll have 2 masters,
Right.
so that I can possibly
Are you gonna work in a convenience store or something after that?
well, hopefully not, but I'm pretty sure my entire paycheck will go to student loans, so that'll be fun.
Right.
Like,
oh my gosh, it was so much fun getting those little grants though. Till it was time, and then I was like, oh, okay, I see how this works now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got pretty lucky in undergrad. I didn't have to take too much out, but grad school, I mean, you can't. I did just get a scholarship, which was awesome.
I know, right, Eric? We can so relate. But no.
Well, no.
We're proud of you. Everybody, we're all proud of you.
No, I should have done it when I was younger, but
okay. Well, you're not, tomorrow you'll be older than you are today. So there you go.
I know. But
you're still gonna have it together. You have it together now. I admire you for that. You do. You could polish a turd.
Oh, that's my job, is to polish those turds.
Yeah, well, you're very good at it.
Polish them and say, here you go, propose this.
Yeah.
And then the legislature can be like, nah, we don't want it. We want to waste money.
Oh, no. It'll pay off in the long run, and I just know it. I do.
Oh.
We all do.
I mean, I love school.
You're good at it. You do. Yes, you do. It proves you got a record. You're what do you call it? A professional student.
Yeah. I actually, my father-in-law, I think, is very worried about that. And I tell people all the time, I'm like, if I did have money, I would just go to school and get like 10 PhDs just because I love it so much. Because I actually, like, now that I know I have ADHD and that I'm not stupid, like I thought I was all through elementary, junior high, and high school, I just thought I was stupid. It's like, oh, I can actually learn this. It's just a matter of like, trying to prioritize. And this paper's 2 days late, so obviously I didn't do well this week.
Yeah, you can make a B and be okay.
Looking at everything that kids are diagnosed with today, if they had been doing all that back in my heyday,
same.
I mean, because tests terrified me, even to this day. I hate taking a test.
They're awful.
They scare me to death.
I'm awful at taking tests.
you know.
Oh, I'm good as long as I don't tell me about it. You better spring it. It better be a pop quiz because I'll nail it. But give me just enough time to doubt myself, and I'm like, I fill in all the dang bubbles.
I had to go. I had to
I'm
go
like,
take my.
let's see.
I had to go take my driver's license test again, not last year, but the year before.
It's time to go take it again.
Because I didn't know that my driver's license had expired, and I'd been driving on
Happens
expired
when you
license.
get old.
Yeah,
I did that.
I'm talking about your brother.
I had to go take it, and man, I was terrified. I was absolutely, and trust me, I cheated my butt off whenever that lady would turn her head because she let me take the book with me.
Oh, that's actually
Yeah.
that's pretty nice.
Yeah, my daughter has her license, and that's scary.
Oh, I have to
And
take.
she has mhm, the region right here, and she's like I was about to say 6 foot. they told me she would be 5'10", 5'11". And I was like, I'll scale her. I don't care. You know, her dad's 6'3", so I knew I'm 5'3". She's got a a little bit of me in there, but she's 5'7", 5'6", 5'7", and she's 16. She built like a brick house. And I'll blow it down.
I don't know what that means.
I
I
mean,
don't get slang. You know that?
kind of a brick house.
Yeah,
This is a song, but I can't.
it is.
She's a brick house.
House.
Mighty, mighty.
That's what it
You can't
says.
sing it. You just have to say it because they'll flag.
Let it all hang out.
Never
Oh
mind.
my-
Go ahead. Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get
That's an old one.
Pressure. We're gonna have to get Jen up to speed on the.
No, we're gonna tear down Boise. I can tell you that now. We're gonna have to get y'all and everybody that's gonna be there, and everybody will bring y'all on with us too. Y'all know. I'm getting pretty good at this. So watch out. At least I won't be, or hopefully I won't be the entertainment. I just said that all messed up. Entertainment. But yeah. Because I was thinking, me and Jason were talking after I got my messages from Eric last night about the temperatures. I was like, woohoo, that's awesome. And I didn't mean to do that. I hate that. Anyways, Alex does that. And I'm like, that's that. Anyways, I'm not left-handed. I'm right-handed. But I told him, I was like, there's going to be a lot of mundane stuff happening in the court. And I was like, you know what would be cool? I said, if we have this trailer outside, right? This, pull behind trailer, cargo trailer. And I was like, I said, let's go rip the dang walls out right now and build a smash house. And I'll paint it up with Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell and friends and just have it outside. And I'll be out there like the dang carnival dude, and just being like, all right, with my little apron on, $5.
We'll get KJ to pour all the way up there, and we'll we're just making a similar line.
I mean, they'll have all their satellites out there, and I'll be out there just raking it in. I mean, that's how my mind works. I was raised by my dang mama. It's all about, just having fun with what you do and doing what you love and loving what you do, and don't give it away. You sell it. I mean, but how much pressure relief that would be, and fun, just a smash room, just the trailer, the little cargo trailer is way too small for that. And then I even started thinking, I was like, well, I could just go up there and go to a junkyard and just get a camper, whatever, and just have it, just come demo it. I don't know. That's how my mind works. So there's that.
There's going to be, like you said, there's going to be a
lot of down.
A lot of downtime, but man, it's going to be.
I think it's going to be needed, and I'm not going to want to go every day. I'm not. I like to. I'm I listen to me, I listen to my body. I listen to what it's telling me, and it'll tell me if it's time to go. It'll tell me if it's time to hide under the covers. It'll tell me whatever, and I will listen. How about that? It's always told me. I just never listen. Thank you, Rainey.
Yes, please.
Thank you. You get to take a swing first. No. Can you imagine? Thank you. And so I was studying earlier, guys. I was studying, or not studying. It's what us non-schoolers say. It's the YouTube school. And I was watching how, because I saw Amy do it on, one of her old lives or whatever a long time ago. And she did like giveaways. And so I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, let me go chase that squirrel down real quick. And so that's what I was doing. And I was so busy, Eric. I was watching a tutorial on how to have fun in here. Okay.
I have an extra copy of Visions of Glory that I can send someone.
Woo. Man, no, we're going to have a burn day. Hey, we're going to need a lot of fires.
Oh my
Do you
gosh.
think you'll make it up, Jen?
What?
Do you think you'll make it up to the trial?
I will go drag her.
I will come up probably during the slow times when people aren't there.
Better.
But I also I will. It's my last, I hate committing to things, but it's my last semester. So I have 2 huge things I'm working on, but I don't want to stay in Boise. I'll stay somewhere else.
I'll just stay at your house.
It's 5.5 hours.
I like driving.
4.5 if I drive.
Yeah, but you're talking literally
Yes.
0 degrees and snow for 2 solid months. And then in March, it gets up in the 30s during the day. I really wish
up north, it's like 900 degrees here. We don't even have a winter. We don't have a fall.
And that's what's going to wipe you out. Trust me.
That is so untrue.
What?
We got a lot of falls.
You just
around
scared
here.
the crap.
Every time you try to walk.
He scared me too.
Yeah,
We're all PTSD in here, dude. I remember when I was not that.
Boise's weather is milder than Salt Lake, from what I understand. Like, it doesn't snow as much, but you definitely don't want to drive through where it's south. It's Burley. That Burley area is where, those winds. That's where I was when I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm definitely gonna die.
We're talking about that when I went there this last time to Rexburg. Who were you? I forget who you were talking to. Janine, maybe? I don't remember.
She's the only one I met.
There was quite a few people in my room, and I was just like, hey. Like, I was just chilling, on my bed, because that's where I stayed, because that's where I was just like tired when I got there. Big time. Crazy. And that comment right here, Jill P. And she said, and who won't love lip gloss? Watching justice to be served up for those demonized pair. I do. I've got a couple right here, and I'm sure I will put extra on just for Lori. I'm like, just kidding. Maybe.
So did Bertha.
I mean, I'd be like, I got some pencil colors, girl.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to wear a veil because I have an animated face. And it's very hard to, my face says it all.
I have no poker face, as I've been told. You can tell exactly what I'm thinking. And I forget that I make weird facial expressions. And I also have resting bitchy face. So
Ashland does this. I know we're not talking about Uncle Charles, but he's sure I don't know. I feel
it's okay. He told me.
Yeah, it's like, it's okay. Ashland, she does this. She'll, like, when she's concentrating or trying to balance something or whatever, she's just kind of like she does this weird, like her dad,
Oh, that's cute.
concentrating face or whatever. And I'm like, oh, and she's like, oh man, it's okay
Like,
to be like your dad too.
I
Well,
love
let's go, girl.
little habits. Like, do you remember, like, if we can introduce it,
I bit my fingernails.
like certain mannerisms or like,
Todd, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I was like, oh. Todd, my brother, he was a thumb sucker and I was a nail biter. So there you go. And like my mama would like, hold on.
Kids.
Yeah, I would say KJ's right on the money. I mean, it's going to be a madhouse around that place. Rooms will be full, booked up and full. If you don't get it in early, you might get stuck like Chuck.
I don't know. Boise is growing a ton. And then there's Caldwell and Nampa, and there's definitely places to stay. Because I don't know how many people they're going to let in the courtroom. They may not let many people at all.
That's the other thing. We don't even know if it's,
I will go in with you, KJ.
what it's going to be. I mean, Nate's already put in paperwork, asked for it to be the pool, so it'll be live stream. I mean, Boyce might shut the whole thing down.
Well,
and you may have to be there in person to see it.
And there's going to be a pool of judges as well?
Only if Boyce can't do it.
I'd be like, I'm sick. I can't go in today. Oh, what? What'd he do? What'd Jason do? Hey, Lord.
I'm just glad it's in Boise.
Yeah.
I know people are not happy to hear that, but I think Boise is a very safe space.
I wasn't comfortable at first because, I mean, I like Rexburg. I do. But, I mean, what do I know? I don't know anything. And I'm not a professional about this. I'm just like, okay, whatever.
How far is Rexburg from Boise, approximately?
Like
4 hours.
Damn.
About.
Like, they're going to have to bus them in from Ada County every day, right?
Wait, what?
Or they can use the portal. No. Are they going to have to bus them in from Ada County every day? Or, I know, I'm just asking questions. And
Is it the jury? So, is it for sure in Boise?
Yeah. They've been getting the courthouse ready. I saw a couple weeks ago, they were, getting it ready, and it's big. Yeah, I'm going whole ass.
So
I don't know about Facebook rules, or I'm gonna say it whole ass. If they kick me off Facebook, it'll be the first time.
Do they have to transport the jury then? I thought that was why they wanted it in Boise, so that they didn't have to transport a jury.
I don't remember. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't remember either. I was just asking.
There's so much crap to remember.
My questions. And it changes all the time. And then, they're always coming up with some new stuff. And again, we're still chasing, all these people, the circus that surrounds Chad and Lori.
The circus. I like that. I like it better than the Funky Bunch.
That plays all the time in my head. Because that's what it feels like. It's just like, oh my gosh. And it's like, I'm like, whoa. You didn't get out of my eyesight yet. No. You didn't go nowhere. I didn't forget about you. And then so I do this. And I just I orbit, basically. It's the only way I know how. It's the only thing where I don't really get bored.
Mm-hmm.
Ish. This is obviously something that really caught my attention because I'm usually done within 10 minutes. I'm just like,
I'm the same way.
On to the next thing that I like to do. And again, I thought that I was a digger. I thought that I was nosy. I didn't it didn't even dawn on me until you told me that, Jen, that you were like, you would be a good researcher. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
You are a good researcher. You're an amazing researcher.
I'm just not a good gatherer.
No, you're good at gathering.
I don't know.
I went through all the screenshots you've sent me in the last year,
Well,
and it took me like 4 hours to sort them. And it wasn't all of them because I have some on a portable drive. I have some in my Dropbox. I have some on my laptop. I have others on my phone.
I have tons more. And I did an upload this morning because I was doing that video to share with, mainly to show KJ and the Rays and everybody here, just the cult compilation. Thank you again, Sand Willow. Thank you. And everybody, y'all, just thank y'all. This is awesome. But what was I saying? Dang it.
Crap, I forgot. It was something important.
Probably not. Oh, yeah. So I couldn't do anything in my video app to get that video together, the cult compilation, part 1. And anyways, so I was gridlocked and I was like, oh crap, let me go to my computer. And I'm just learning that. And so I uploaded to my OneDrive or whatever. And then it opened up this thing on my computer and it was like a video editing thing within my Microsoft, whatever. Y'all know, I tell you all the time that I just don't get these things. I don't get this. I don't know where the files are. I'm looking. There's no cabinets. No. 144,000 bottles of beer on the wall. That's what that just reminded me of. But so yeah, I'm getting it. And that's how I have to learn, is I have to adapt and overcome. I'm a creature of habit. That's who I am, how I am. The cult of multiple personalities, we should say there, Rhonda. Just gonna throw that out there. Multiple. Because everything's multiple. Oh man. From their lives to their wives. And
everything is like-minded too. I've run into that a lot lately. Like-minded.
How many times do you run across that? It's a code, or it's an interpretation. I don't know.
It's just mormology.
I found it.
Mormology.
There you go. I found it on the like-minded people. Remind me, bless you. God bless you. I found it. Okay, don't let me forget that. It was I was looking up some dreams on, this is before I did the thing. Anyways, before I joined the membership thing. I haven't even gone in. So there you go. It's just in there. I'm just like, I've sat there and already peeled this banana. I don't know how many times. I get what I need. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I ain't paying for it, but I'll pay for it. But I need to be swoop. I need to swoop in. I mean, but crap. Okay, and so there was this. I just kind of followed these little links that. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. It was another survival site, but they're hand in hand. They're friends.
Oh, of course.
On the fringe. They're fringy friends.
They're all little friends.
Mm-hmm. And then, there they are.
Exactly. That's what it's like.
I don't even know if I did that right. Yeah. Anyways. Oh, I don't remember it. I can do this. Wait. Look what I can do. All right. I'll be here all week.
I can't do tricks.
Well, Lori's going to learn. She's going to learn how to do tricks. Okay, let me stop joking.
Which is funny because she probably started panicking because they're all so scared of gay people. They're terrified. I was listening to that Fireside the other day and I was like, good God, they think we have so much power.
They're just they're so like-minded, but they are so close-minded. Like they can't see their nose in front of them. And I know because it's about out to here, Pinocchio's there. But It is what it is. It's a tough,
Yeah.
like Ashley Benfield said, it's a tough road to hoe. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they're all very, very, very homophobic and racist. And
Well,
so
she's
that's why I
gonna
have to
be a
take
lot of.
breaks.
She's gonna come to Jesus with a lot of fears, and
Yeah.
it reminds me of. I've watched, all of the seasons of Orange is the New Black right before all this happened, and so I'm like, they better not be having no schemes, how they got crafty and stuff. Anyways, you have
And I
to.
can't see the chat, but I'm going to clarify what I just said, that I'm talking about the daddy cult. I'm not talking about Mormons.
I was talking about Lori.
Most Mormons are not like that.
Most religions are like that, though.
I'm talking about the people that go to these Firm Foundation and these
I say they go to
Book of Mormon evidence things and preparing a people. They're all pretty.
None of them are actually I'm not. I want to say it right. I don't want to say gay.
Why not? Gay. We're not in Florida.
Oh my gosh. We're not in Florida. Oh my goodness.
We can say
I was going there tomorrow, but now I can't. No.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Fine. I've never seen blue water though, so I want to go visit Amy.
Oh, it's really pretty. I have been to Florida once, and it's very pretty water.
Yeah, I've never seen blue. I hear from the Mississippi mud here that conjures up in the Gulf of Mexico. It's very brown.
Yeah, that's like how the West Coast is, like California. Puerto Vallarta, when we went there, I think we were like by a sewage pipe actually, because kids kept getting out of the ocean, and I was like, "What's the smell?" So we didn't care. We were boogie boarding anyway.
Right.
Like,
I plan on breaking Lori's shelf. Lori and Chad. That's going to be my victim impact statement.
I really hope their shelves are already broken.
Well, if not, I'm coming in like Miley Cyrus on a wrecking ball. I just figure that's the most Christian way to I don't know. I don't even know. I haven't thought that far. It just that came into my head that day I wasn't thinking about it like a lot of things do. I'm just like, okay, there's nothing. They're not sorry. They're not ever going to be sorry. That's the one thing that was just so worth fighting for and killing people for, allegedly, and just wrecking their own lives, like just cheese and rice. I mean, it's a hot mess express. And Chad just thought he was on a train's dream. Now he's in a train's reality. I mean, I'm an empathetic person. I do feel for everybody. It's like I don't care what happens to them, but I also don't really. This is for me. This is for me. It's not for them. But in a lot of sense, I'm going to use that. So I need help, with putting one together, as far as, because I can read some scriptures. Lord knows I understand them. It takes me a couple times, but I'm getting it. But
I got one for you already. It's 3 words.
Love always
First word starts with F, last word starts with a C, and ends with a T. That's all you have to say.
FCT.
See you next Tuesday. No, you'll do it. You don't give yourself enough credit, because I've seen your writing, and you're a good writer too. Like, you're a good researcher, a good writer. So you can come here and do my work for me.
Okay. As long as you write it, because my handwriting blows these days. It's like,
both of you are way too hard on yourself.
No, we're just girls. That's what we do. This is something that I used to make, y'all. This is out of that, I don't know, that kind of wood. I brought it in here so I could show y'all. It's this is my Saints flag, except I need to put the fleur-de-lis on it. That's all. It goes here. And it says, I pledge allegiance to the Saints and to the great city of New Orleans and to the Super Bowl for which we will win again. One city below sea level and under God with Mardi Gras, alcohol, and gumbo for all. Amen. Who dat nation?
That's cute.
Now, and I've done them for LSU and I've done them for
That's really cool looking.
which there's some I get people like there was this one lady
You
that
should sell 'em.
I was getting real big into this my little business name. I was just getting into it, Rustic Innovations. That's what I used to be on Facebook, and then I had to put missing. I think it was. I don't remember. Whatever. We'll just let it go. And it turned it into difficult research. You know, I need to get this together, and I need, you know, like my old taunt said, oh Lori, you know,
Did you start a Facebook page? Is that why you're on Facebook too now?
it's been that it was Rustic Innovations, but now, I mean, I did it a long time ago. Okay. But a long time ago or a while back, I switched it to difficult research because I was like, okay, well, you know, I need to do something over here. I used to. I was just getting up and running. I used to make all kinds of things. I have not done that lately. That's from 3 years ago. Straight up. I have an LSU one somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do want to share that with y'all one day. You know, like I'm random like that. I'll just throw things together. It's weird. Sometimes I'm just like,
Yeah.
really?
I wish you could do my thumbnails because you can throw those together. I have a hard time coming up with
I
thumbnails.
love
And you're
it.
like boom, boom, boom. And
No,
they're
I'm not
funny.
boom boom. I'm sitting in there like, I'm working on a thumbnail. But it's like my only time to be artsy fartsy.
Well, you do a good job.
I get a little extra sometimes. But thank
That's
you.
okay.
I'm trying to
We can all be a little extra. You know, it's funny though that
today.
when we talk about the Saints, you always have to say the New Orleans Saints. I've noticed that like the last couple
I'm
times
like,
we'll be
well,
talking and you're like the Saints. I mean the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. Well, I just want to clarify, you know.
And
And
you need to because
really cool that the BYU, you say it because I'm gonna mess it up.
What?
Who's the quarterback now for the Saints? The New Orleans Saints.
Oh, hot dog it.
I think I'm just like random.
From Florida State?
He's from BYU,
Yeah,
Idaho. Oh wait, no BYU. I don't know if it's Idaho
yeah. He
or
played
Utah.
for BYU.
I
Yeah, he
just said
played
Idaho.
for the Blue and White BYU. Yeah, he
Yeah, but
played for Idaho.
there's the BYU
He played for that.
campus. And
Yeah, he
Utah,
played for the big one.
Salt Lake City.
yeah, BYU Utah is the main campus, and then they have BYU Idaho and BYU Hawaii.
That's where Lori and Chad used to go around the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
It's where isn't that where Eric Smith taught? Was that BYU Idaho?
Yes. Yes, and he's a mapper, y'all. Eric Smith was a mapper, may still be. And it's interesting because he has 2 news stories. Jason's making me track something down right now, which is bad.
Oh.
So I'm sitting there moving stuff, and I'm like,
Hey.
I don't remember where I put it. I can't even think right.
It just take me a little bit longer.
Okay, well, or if
Okay.
you just don't stare at me or something, then I'm like,
I'm okay.
I'm not. Sorry, y'all. The kids aren't here, but you can't tell. Well, Lee's been good in chat. Anyways, anything else, baby, you can rip open right here, or
You're just like parents.
It was.
throw it out there.
Bend
Come on, bro.
I'm just enjoying listening to my wife mow the lawn.
Jason, what? See, in the damn rain brought him in. Okay, he was out there weed eating, where he should be, or in the kitchen. But he already cooked a good meal. Thank you, baby.
What was it?
I'm gonna shut up because
What
I'm
was
gonna
it?
be sleeping outside.
Red beans?
It was red beans and rice.
Nice.
Some of that good stuff, y'all. And when we do go to Boise, and Jen's. We'll all go to Jen's. And get ready, girls.
Yes, you can. If a cougar is in the backyard, because they're
The
cougars
Saints are
out.
going to come marching in.
That's
I'm going to get some cymbals.
yeah.
But we have Jason, so we have enough noise, and I never shut up. So there you go.
Well, our family is plenty noisy, and
Then
we
there's
live in a rock and roll part of town too. So
Ruh-roh. We are
yeah, neighbors just they like
smoking
this.
burnt out.
And we also live close to major roads, so we have a lot of ambient noise.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad the trees are kind of growing it now over here, or whatever. Whenever the hurricane came through, it was so bright and it was so you could hear for miles. I was like, what is that? What is that new sound?
And that was Hurricane Laura.
Yes, she
I'm
was
going to use that as a case study in my project.
my Aunt Christine, which is my Uncle Bobby. He's the youngest Vallow. Y'all saw him on Dateline.
Yes.
He's awesome. But
Both of your uncles are adorable.
yes, I love hearing Uncle Jerry. And I remember Eric telling me, he was like, I'm so voting for him 2024. Whatever, you know. And I was like, Uncle Jerry is he's my padan, which is my godfather. In the Catholic faith. You get blessed as, or, you know, christened as a baby. You don't have to say so. You're just sitting there living your best life. And it's done for you, along with your diaper changes and everything else. But, you know, and then, you know, anyways, but he's my padan. But that usually means that you're, you know, I used to think that mean like your nanny and your padan, that means that, or your godfather, that means that, you know, if something happened to your parents, you go and you, like, they have to take it, they inherit you or whatever. And that's not true. But Uncle Jerry's always been cool. I used to drive his car. You asked when we started driving, and like there was this one little area we could drive. I mean, it was basically a long parking lot. Okay. And it was his car, my Uncle Jerry's car. And he had some mace laying on the seat, pepper spray. And Terry was like, what is this? And we were like, oh. So there you go. Two dumb girls. Two giggly girls. And we're just like, oh, crap.
I have a question that's really dumb.
Okay.
See, this right here will prove that education does not mean you are a smart person.
Common sense is a superpower.
It really is. Yeah. I know very educated people that are idiots, just like me.
I'm not you. I'm talking to
what's gumbo? What the heck is gumbo?
It's a little bit like this cult. It's a little bit of everything. For real.
Like what's in it?
It's it for whatever stomach issues you have, I can tailor it up for you. My mom is the best. I lie. Mine's the best. Actually, hers is, but whatever. You know, she'll make the potato salad. She's good at making like the big pots of gumbo. I'll explain in just a minute. Jen, I go the whole long way around. Okay.
Okay.
But we used to do crew exchanges, right? And so these guys would be docked, right? You know, there's a lot of ports, and we have the intercoastal city, you know, the intercoastal way and all that. Ships pass through. We have the port of Lake Charles here. And so these guys will be docked or whatever. And I mean, they're like offshore crewmen, you know, they're like divers and robotic, special, you know, whatever. I forget. It's been a long time since I've done that. Driven for them. And, but they would be docked. And so mom, there's been many times I watched an LSU and a Bama game outside. Would straight up me and mom pull the TV outside because we're redneck like that at the Hurricane House. I call it the Hurricane House, so I don't dox it. Larry's like, dur. I was like, no. But the Hurricane House. And anyways, under the carport is what we call it. It's not quite a garage, but it's not It's attached to the house. Anyways, a carport.
We got
And
those.
okay, good. And so she would get this big ASS pot, big, huge, on like a crawfish burner and a crawfish boil pot. I can just do this. That's all I can do. I can't really tell you. I don't know the gallon size or whatever. And she, turn that burner up real good. Oh my God, now I'm talking coon ass. She turned that burner up real good there, Shell. Lord. Country comes to town. All right. Anyways, but she would use an oar, a paddle, whatever you want to call it. And she stirs the pot. I mean, that's how big of a gumbo she can make. Don't let her fool you. If she tries to get out of it, she's going to want to do it because it'll get her mind off things too. Maybe, hopefully. I hope. Mom, please. Because it'll be good to have some comfort food. And it's good. It'll be cold. It's basically like a soup. Not really a soup. It's got a roux base.
What's that?
Flour and oil.
Okay.
Okay. And then you just don't burn it. I never did make it. My mom sent me home with a Tupperware container like this big, and it lasted me 10, I don't even know how many years. I don't even know. But I mean, now I just buy it in the jar. Because I like to cook fast. I'm hungry. And then I put ice cubes in it because it's just going to turn, it's the same thing as just adding a little more water or whatever. And I like to eat now. Like, don't give me a bowl. I'll sit there and burn the crap out of my mouth, my tongue, my feelings. Because I'm like, It's basically like a thick soup. And there's chicken and sausage is usually the main thing. It's chicken. I use deer sausage because it tastes better. Venison.
I don't know if I care for sausage.
Well, then just pick it out. There's no tailor. You just got to
can't eat it anyway.
You can.
But keep going. Sorry.
You can. Don't ever try it in a can though.
Well, if it has
or Hooters, I did it. I tried it at Hooters in New Orleans, and I was like, nope, no. Just because it's in New Orleans, no. I don't even go. Anybody north of I-10, don't trust their gumbo. So, and I mean, I can look at I-10 right. It's right there. But anyways, it's just really good. It's filling, and then there's also a sausage or shrimp and okra combination. I like shrimp. I love shrimp.
What's
more
okra?
than crawfish. Okra is, girl, you need to get you an.
I know, and everyone in the chat is probably like, "What the hell?" I had a big family. We had like tater tot casserole and
girl, this would have gone a long way.
We didn't have fancy food.
We don't either. That's a low budget. I mean, you can feed, and then you freeze it. Then your freezer meals. There you go. There you go.
Oh, perfect. I haven't made those forever.
See?
I don't think you can really mess it up, can you? I mean, it's kind of.
Oh wait, buffalo wings are good in gumbo or at Wildwood at Hooters. I was like, wait, because oh my God, I'm about to say Chad. Really? Anyways, Jason puts turkey necks in his beans, or the red beans and rice that he made earlier. And I mean, he does that. Larry came by and got the lawnmower, and I walked on rocks and barely. I was like, oh, I'm going to hug you, but oh my God, I can't walk on rocks. No, I used to when I was a kid. But no. And he was laughing. He didn't get out the truck though, like, come on, dude, just like right here. But I get it. I'm younger. And he's like, come on, girl, you need to come visit. He said, I'm tired of seeing you on the dang TV. I was like, oh, gotta laugh. Gotta go. So I don't know. But it's good. I should sit outside the courthouse and sell some damn gumbo. There you go. I'm gonna sell something. Won't be my soul or nothing else. But anyways, well, not everybody at one time.
Well, thank you for that explanation.
I'm gonna have to send you pictures of it or something.
yeah, I will make tater tot casserole, but I bet you people can kick my butt as far as making that. So
I've never tried. I don't think.
never tried. It's cheap.
I like
Like
though.
that's the thing. Like when you have a big Mormon family, you find cheap stuff to eat. It was good. So
Yeah, I sure will. JLL. I will. Trust me. And Eric, I got yours back again. Your package. Your bracelets. I did. I'm just gonna that's like 2 or 3 times I've tried sending them, and I'm like, oh well, I'll just give them to you in person.
When did you get them back?
A couple weeks ago, I guess. Some I've gotten back with no stickers on them. I'm like, well, I don't even know. I mean, I take pictures because I'm old school, right? My printer's broken too. And so I sit there and check them off. But I'm going to streamline it and just go through the UPS thing.
Yeah, send them to me COD and I'll get them. That way you don't even have to.
That's not the big deal.
No, I know, but I mean,
and there's other people too, who I've sent them, and I'm telling you, they come back, and it looks like it went to Rhombohedral 15 times and back. I'm just saying, or ping, and then pinged off a ping, and I mean, it just looks the envelopes look rode hard and put up wet, and I'm like, the sticker things, this the address labels. And so now I'm just going to have to write on the envelopes themselves. I was trying to be a little fancy. But, yeah, there's no sticker on it. There's my return address. And I'm like, well, that's how they got back, but still, it doesn't make sense. And so I don't have any way of knowing really, I don't know. It's a lot to take care of. I can't wait till I get these, and then I'll be able to. I'm just gonna do like Hillis. Just send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, or I'll hand them out. As I see you, or as I meet you, or it was a good way to, just share that too. And I did send 100 bracelets also to Julie Mitchell, who then passed away, allegedly. I don't know. I still don't know. I haven't had time to even go look at that, I'm like, did she? Was she real? Was she a sock account? I got? Okay. You got 100 bracelets? Okay. Or did she really? And I feel bad for even thinking that way, but, I've seen some people be pretty, pretty ruthless. I'm just like, okay. And I mean, for me to reach out for help is a lot. It was a lot. And it's still a lot. But I know I need the help. Who do you trust,
Right.
So, I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know. I'll never know. I was thinking the other day, I was like, at the end of this, if everybody could just be like, okay, it was me, or not that, but just everybody who just their screen names and stuff, and just be like, I'm so-and-so. And I'd be like, oh my God, I never knew it, or whatever. It's like, you want to play a game? That kind of thing. It'd be just kind of cool.
It's definitely, that is one thing about YouTube that I wasn't prepared for.
All social. Yeah.
Like, just, like when I first started, people, like, I was so dumb. I gave someone like my phone number. Yeah. And then I was like, what? Hello? Like, naive person. And then
spray you some paint there.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened to her. Probably I didn't give her enough information, and so she was like, well, she's not worth anything.
And Lynn, go ahead. I ran across something last night, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm trying to shut up, but I can't. I suck.
Who, Eric?
No. Oh, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh, I was done. I was just, because I trusted, there were, like, it was a long time ago, but.
And I mean, that's just that I don't want to change then. You know what I mean? Like I want to remain who I am because I'm not a hardened heart, you know? I do still trust people. I do still
I am.
the human nature, human beings, you know? I mean, it is what it is. It's not that we're gullible. We're not stupid. We just, I mean, I got a lot on my plate. Everybody's got a lot on their damn plates. Except for the literal one, because I don't have a plate in front of me. Oh, you do? Tina says, I have some okra in the freezer. I'm going to cook tomorrow.
What is okra? I didn't hear what you. What
It's
do you know
green.
what okra is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's gross.
Michelle
Gross.
said it's gross.
It looks like snot.
Oh, then that would be a no. Put me
I
down
mean,
for no.
good.
Okra.
It's good if you, you know, the right way. Because I'm not a big Oprah. Neither was Chad. He's not a big Oprah person either. Anyways, I'm not a big okra fan either. But as I've gotten older, I didn't like mustard when I was a kid. Now I do. I liked Miracle Whip when I was a kid. Now I'm like, I mean, just different things. I'll eat it, but it's not my go-to, you know. Onions, I love onions. Girl, I have me a little hot dog with my onions. They're good. My brother used to, like, you know, my mom would just chop everything up and all that. Prepping dinner. And, oh my God. And my brother would just sit there and eat black olives and I don't like that. I'm like, okay. Or mushrooms. I don't like the texture of mushrooms.
Ew.
Mushrooms. I'll tell y'all in person what I really think of mushrooms. So I just can't. But yeah, Todd would just sit there and eat that and just raw onion just like that. And I will. I love green onions. Oh my God. It's just like if I happen to get them out the store or whatever, then I just stick them. I'll stick them in water until I can get them outside. Just stick them in some dirt and they grow right back.
Oh, yeah.
I love baked potatoes. So here I come, Idaho. When I was pregnant,
I like kind of.
They're good though. They're fresh there, not like down here. It's a little bit of a travel.
They're not fresh there.
Not as fresh as they are in Idaho.
Hmm.
Potatoes, patates.
I don't know. I generally don't eat anything that has not been through a processing plant and has several ingredients that I cannot pronounce that probably cause cancer.
Come live right here. I never had boiled okra though. Huh. Interesting. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. My mama has taught me how to make cornbread, even though it comes out of the Jiffy box, right? But you know, you got to do 2 eggs and whatever. I haven't made it in a hot minute, but I don't have that much patience. I'm like, I'm hungry. And so they got to ding at the same time. I'm like, you haven't cooked the rice yet? Are you serious? Red beans and rice, dude. Not just red beans waiting on the rice. Hold the rice. No. I love rice. And that is my problem. One of them. I want some shrooms. You're funny. Oh my God. I will not. No, I know me with my anxious butt. I'll be like climbing the walls and then, you know, I'll ruin everybody else's time. Heck no.
I had my doctor once told me if he could prescribe me a giant bowl of weed, he would, because my anxiety is so bad and I can't take anxiety meds.
And then you've tried that before and you're like, that makes me anxious too. You're like, where do I go?
No, I found out because we went to a dispensary and a lovely girl there helped out. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm from Utah. I have no idea how this works. And she said that like sativa is the one that makes you more paranoid, and that indica is what I needed. And the indica did relax me. And she said, you remember that by saying indica couch. Like with indica, you're into couch. Like,
I was 17. I was 17 and I was like, oh my God. And then we ran into some, the Magnes campus cops, and I was like, oh my god, I did not have a good reaction. And I was like, he's gonna arrest me, and he couldn't. But I was 17, and I'd have been like, okay, I'm sorry. I was a good kid. And then I turned 34. I went through my first divorce, and I was like, ow! Yeah, big time. And then I was way more mature and had my stuff together at 18. And then I mean, you're gonna sow your oats. You may as well just get it out the way. Just any young people out there, just do it. Call your mom, call your dad, call me. We'll go pick you up. We'll send a cab, whatever. Just don't ever. I always, and I still am this way. I don't like feeling stuck. Oh my God. I am a Taurus, but I'm like a bull in a china shop. I'm like, oh no. I started freaking out because I'm just like, or not even in that sense, but just being stuck. Like I can't get out of this rut or mental rut, whatever it may be. And
we've lived in this house. Well, Michelle's lived here forever. I've only lived here 5 years. It's the longest I've lived anywhere but my childhood home, and it drives me nuts. I usually move every 2 years, every couple of years.
Girl, I hate it. I hate moving because
I've lived everywhere in the valley.
So talking about food got me hungry.
Right, I know, my stomach too. I'm like, and I ate a little bit before this, but I had to put ice in it, and then I had to do some work allegedly. But it was Linda Camille is who it was, and she had commented on the channel back in January, and I never respond back, especially if it's, I'm just, I was like, oh my God, that's who that was. Oh my God. And I actually like clapped back. It was like, and now I see her and I'm like, oh my, I wanted to say that, but it is what it is, but I'm glad she's here, and I'm just glad, it's cool how we can get comfortable talking about uncomfortable things, even though we talked about everything else but today. And that's okay. That's okay. We need times like these because we're human. It says this isn't it's not a Broadway play, or there's no production team. There's no team. Never mind. No. I'm picking. I have y'all, everybody to help. I mean, that helps me. Y'all all do. Y'all get me motivated. Y'all get me where I want to be accountable. I feel like I'm letting people, no, not letting people down. I want to be a woman of my word, and it's helping me by trying to adhere to that. It's a win-win,
You're doing fine.
Really cool. And
I think you need Brene Brown, because this negative self, somebody raise money for that. We'll just
right. Why don't you just buy you a copy, and then I'll buy my own Audible copy, and then we'll have KJ read it.
I'll just tell her. I'll be like, okay, every time she says like she isn't this or that or puts herself down, you got to slap her, and then maybe you'll.
That's just girls. Well, no, it's just me.
I'm
like that. She's negative, Nelly. I'm positive, actually.
Yeah. No, I really like her. I don't think she's sold out yet. Maybe she has. Brene Brown.
Oh no, she's good. I like her. I'd chased down Leah Remini on her Instagram. I was like, oh well, she'll either see it. God will be like, here you go. He'll cross paths if I need to talk to her ever, whatever.
That'd be really cool.
Huh?
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. I picked, and I was like, I'm going to be the real Lemony.
I love that.
I don't need to speak things because then they become. Yeah. So, I've tried to tell my best friend that we've been best friends. 44. Oh my God, I got to count backwards. 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 37 years. 37 years. That's the longest relationship I've ever had. Holy cow. I mean, and like, she's my friend still. We pick up right where we left off. I miss her though,
You don't have very many of those in life.
No, her mom, before she passed away, her mom, we were real. She was that mom. Her mom was just like, I'm gonna give it to you how it is, honey. And she would just put me in reality check, and it's okay. Got to check yourself, right? And
Or you wreck yourself.
yeah, oh yeah.
And I frequently wreck myself. But I love people that are like that. They're just
You get to
so
reinvent.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah, you get to reinvent, and it's really cool because it doesn't, nothing defines you. You're just like, I've done this. If it was good or bad, that doesn't define who you are. It doesn't come down to one thing. We're so, although I'm a creature of habit, we're all like, we're all creatures of habit in our own sense, but we also evolve. We're here, we're learning, we're growing, we're evolving. A little bit of that is some chew the fat time, just some, I didn't know. And I do want to read the comments, but I'm going to have to do it another time because I do want to keep it, it's never mind. I say keep it short. Look at the thing. 2 hours and 10 minutes. But it's been really nice hanging out with y'all, and I'm glad. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
For being here.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll do, actually, that's what I will do. I will get off of this. I will smoke a cigarette because I'm not even going to lie. And then I'm going to push the button, and I'm going to do a pre-record as is. I'm not going to, I swear, y'all hold me to it or tell me you're going to hunt me down and get me. You can, I bring it on myself. Okay. I'm throwing myself to the wolves, but I want to read everybody's comments, and because that do matter. They do. And they matter to all of us, of course. And I appreciate your time and your energy and just everything for y'all investing. I say investing, because it's time you'll never get back. Time you can't put a monetary value on at all.
Well, you can, but that's just
right.
That's nerd talk.
Time is
I
money.
actually am doing that right now.
Mom's probably back, if she's here, she'd like, I swear she's just very like that, Anyways, but it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. I'm joking.
Okay, well, I will head out. Thank you.
I love you too. And I'll see y'all soon. I'll see you next Tuesday. No, maybe we should start doing Tuesdays because I'm really digging it. I don't know.
Bye.
I like saying see you next Tuesday. Bye. Give your dog some hugs. But anyways, thank y'all so much. Thank you, Facebook people too. This is good. I love this little community that we have that is because of such tragic events, tragic deaths, just tragedy everywhere. Plus, we all dealt with the virus, and still dealing with it. And I just don't think that, oh my goodness. I just don't think, a lot of times I'm just like, you know what? It's a silver lining. It's just in how you look at it, because I took that opportunity. I don't even know if they flag you for it. I don't ever get flags, but anyways, the coronavirus. Oh my God. They just flag you for saying certain words. But I don't want to water myself down either. But it kind of came at a good time for me, because I was like, you know what? I need this time, because just trying to wrap my head around things. And we were all like that, God, I can just imagine. And it just allowed so many people to be at home, or to have the free time, or to just stumble upon some true crime, or the story, the kids being missing. Tylee and JJ, where are the kids? Where are the kids? Where are the kids? That was my life changed 3 years ago today, actually, because I found out that Uncle Charles was murdered. I knew he was murdered. I knew. That is my thought. That's my belief. And it was immediately. I mean, I was pissed and I was mad. I was so mad. And it takes a lot to piss me off, but I was just I flew into a rage, and that's not me. But if you do, here's a good pointer. This is some advice. Take a metal bat, take the wrapping off, go find you a tree, a metal bat, and it'll ground you real quick. KJ is kind of like being, I'd equate it to maybe a little bit of that lightning thing you were talking about earlier. It'll zing you back into your body. Yeah. So it's just a good technique. I bent a bat doing that. My last name's not Easton for nothing. It's definitely not because we have stock in Easton sporting goods or anything. So, damn. But I don't know. I just know that we're all here because we're meant to be here. We want to be here. We enjoy being here. And that's where they live. That's cool. So thank y'all for bringing that to me and my family and the rest of us. It's healing. It's like that kind of goes through my mind every now and then. It's like, it's time to heal. And it's right. What is that, Leland? Well, I'm going to read all y'all's comments. That, and I'm going to from KJ's community wall, and some that I've gotten back here, like Carrie Ann and some others. So thank you. I love you guys, and might see you next Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. Dabbling the toes in the water. Yes, they were proactive for sure. And they feel like I only know this because, I've heard them say it to me, like how I guess just like I do the negative talk, and we all can do the negative talk, and they're like, but we didn't get there on time. I get it. And I'm like, don't you blame yourself. Don't you go there. We're not going to go there. It's because it's just that place where you're never the woulda, shoulda, coulda thing. And, it's God's time, God's army. It's all in his time. It's God's court, in my opinion. It's, you made it to the end. And that's because I woke you up going to chase a damn siren and all the noises Jason made. Leland, your dad is making up for all the noises. I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon, okay? All right. See y'all later. Love always wins. Justice for Tylee, Charles, JJ, Tammy, and Joe, as always, and Brandon.